got color in your cheeks? You ever got that feel that you can't shift, the type that sticks around like so much in your teeth? Out of some aces up your sleeve, have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? There's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Started hoping that you'd stay, and we both know that the nights are mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you, and the thought of calling when you love you, but I love you. You too, you being lost to fall right in. Now I call you, crawling back to you.
I like the Arctic Monkeys. This song is called Do I Wanna Know. You know, I don't like it when radio DJs play a song and they don't tell me the name or the band, so I can't YouTube it. So I always try to say the name. If you can hear my singing with the music, feel free to pick on me. I'm one of those people that sings even though I know I'm not very good. So I'll sing anyway. I don't care.
If you wanted to, do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Was sorta hoping that you'd stay, and we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you.
Right. I could jam with you guys all day long because I like you so much. You're all so pretty and handsome and friendly. Love you guys. Now let's have a revolution. Who's with me? You know what? Let's do something. Let's do something like they did in the old movie, man. Everybody open up their windows saying, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore." I say we do something like that. I do. I'm not even playing. I say we pick a day, and I'll do it whatever you guys say, right? Everyone in the Right Side Media Network chat room, right? You guys come up with a day and a time, and we'll all scream outside our doors all at the same time. I cannot remember who this is. Man, I know who this is calling me right now. Let's see who it is. Hey, this is Jeremy. You're live with the Right Side Media Network. Who's this?
This is Paul. You don't recognize my number?
I have too many numbers saved on my phone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. What's going on with you?
Well, remember I told you I talked to that guy, Graham, your friend?
Yeah.
And today I've got to talk a live radio thing with him today and Thursday between 5 and 6.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. You know, it was at your convenience. It was whenever you could, and you've been invited on this show and the Live Truth Radio with Brian Lang as well. So, I mean, it really is at your convenience.
Okay. Well, you want me to go on now, or?
Yeah. I mean, we're live on the air, and let me go ahead and introduce everybody to you here.
Okay.
Everybody, what the case that you've heard me reference on this show every time I've been on here, the case out of Whitehall, where Christopher Lidostansky has harmed 2 children on a bus, and it is on video. He has neither been arrested nor charged with felonies, even though if you look at the Ohio Revised Code, it clearly states what he did was a felony of the 3rd degree. He was only summoned to court. He's been helped by the school superintendent who lied for him while I told him we were in a recorded conversation. He has avoided press. He had his lawyer move his court date so that none of us were there. The families were not notified. No, the lawyers weren't notified. The press wasn't notified. They snuck into court and snuck out real fast so that they wouldn't have to be faced with the notoriety. Now we have one of the mothers here with us. This is the mother of the disabled child whose legs were tied to the chair. Now, think about what this man had to do in order to accomplish this feat. He had to stop the bus at his house, get out of the bus, leaving all of the kids on the bus there. Even though this child is disabled, there was no assistant on the bus. It was only the driver, Christopher Lidostansky. So he gets out of the bus. He goes to his house. He gets in the garage. He grabs a belt. He comes back to the bus. And you can hear on the recording, the kids are saying, "Ooh, you're in trouble now." Because he had stopped at his house so many times previously. All the kids knew where they were and knew what he was doing. So he takes his belt, wraps him around the child's legs, and ties his legs to the chair. And that's not all. But we have the mother here of the disabled child. She has vowed to fight this until there is justice, period, end of story. We've invited her on the Right Side Media Network to tell her story. So that's kind of the premise, that's the basic story of what has happened. But I think a lot of people would like to hear from you. They want to know what it is you have had to go through with this and where it has put you and your family emotionally and psychologically.
Well, I would like to say hello to everyone, and thank you guys for having me on the radio. I've been through a lot, and my son more than me. He's disabled. He's 11 years old. He's severe autistic. Ever since this incident has happened, it has monopolized my lifestyle tremendously, has consumed my lifestyle tremendously. I have so much going on, so much rage and emotion and stress. I have more emotional agitation towards this so much because due to the fact that he harmed my son the way he did and that little girl, and is pretty much not getting any consequences for it. Psychologically, I'm emotionally torn. I have my days. I am so broken as a mother, because I felt that I wish I could have did something to prevent that, like maybe could have took my son to school those days or something. When I looked at the video, I was so hurt and outraged to what was funny, and I'm still hurt and outraged even more that he's not getting any type of repercussion for this. Like, it's okay for him to hurt these kids. No, it never is okay to hurt my son, that little girl, or anybody else's kid. Due to the fact that this whole case has monopolized to the fullest extent my lifestyle, it is hard for me to adjust to a lot of stuff. I am so emotionally broken to it's not even funny. My son, he's emotionally agitated. He's yelling, he's screaming more.
Now, you were in the hospital recently, weren't you?
Yes, I had to go to the emergency room due to the stress was so bad and so enormous that I had been hooked up to an EKG, heart monitor, because I was having severe chest pains, back pains. My whole body was feeling like it was shutting down due to the stress of this case.
Good
That's
Lord.
how severe it's gotten.
Good Lord. Now, I know that attorney Mr. Byron Potts has decided to take on this case for you and the other family. And we've worked in concert with him a little bit as well as far as Unite Ohio. And I know that he's helped to bring to light through the press conferences. He's just been an incredible help trying to get the word out to the public. When it comes to the court date down at Franklin County, you know that we'll be there. And you know that a large part of the community has been paying attention to this, even though him and his attorney wanted us to keep it quiet and wanted to make people forget. We've been able to keep the pressure, and we've also got people coming out to the school board meeting, and will be joining us there. I want to know what it is you want people to know about this, you know, if they ever are in this type of a position, or if they have been. What advice can you give people?
Excuse me, the advice I can give them is please, as parents, as a community, be aware and alert, stay on top of things, get justice, go to the end, do not back down. That's what me and the Brooks family is not going to do. We're not going to back down. We're going to go all the way to the end. And as I have said on the media several times over, that we're not stopping until we get justice. And we're not. And we're going all the way to the end. And I expect if this ever was to happen to any other parent, God forbid, I wish it doesn't. We're doing all we can to prevent these measures from happening to any other family, any other child, to just do what you're supposed to do as a parent. Fight because they want you to back down. They want you to forget. They want you to not care about your child. No, you fight to the end and let them know you do love and care for your child. You're going to go all the way. You don't care if it takes months, years, whatever. You're going to do what you're supposed to do as a parent to make sure that child's protected at any means necessary, and that justice will be served, that this crap will not happen to another child ever again.
You know, did you guys hear that? Did the listeners hear that? Did you hear the strength? Did you hear it? Can you feel that? Can you feel the conviction? This is where we come from. None of us come from weakness. She represents the strength of so many. Her family has been hurt and she refuses to back down. She will only fight. She has no quit in her. She represents so many of us. This is why we're proud to stand around her as a community. How could you not be? These are families that are productive parts of society, that are trying to do right by their children. They're trying to do right by their community. Do you hear how she is hurt? Do you hear how it's affected their lives? I mean, this is why we come together. This is why we fight together. Because we have so much virtue in our communities, in our people. If you were within earshot of her words, what you heard was strength. Even amongst in the middle of feeling pain. It makes us proud to stand next to you. It really does. We're just honored to be any part of your family. And we have op justice for Whitehall, justice for Jordan and Tynez. All of these are hashtagged, people. Please be a part of it. If all you can do, if you're in another state and you can't make it, then just get on the threads and like the pages and let us know what you think and what you feel. Give her your love and support. She's a mom. She's a mom. She loves her baby. And that child has been hurt. He's been treated wrong. You've got to help her. If all you can do is show her love, tell her you love her. Just send her some love. And if you can get out to the school board meetings or to the courthouse, please be with us. Stand with us. This is real. It's as real as it gets. These children have been hurt. The courts, the entire system, they've not handled this correctly. And now they think that they can just step on these families. Did you hear the conviction in her voice? This is how we will change the game. We need people like you, Toral. We really do. We really do.
I'm just wanting to make it known, like I've been saying from the beginning, when you're a parent, there's nothing you wouldn't do for your children. And when somebody is harming one of your children or somebody else's child, you're furious, you're outraged. And that's the emotions that I feel. You know, to harm a child that is autistic that cannot verbalize back to you what's been done to them, it hurts even more. He can't defend himself. He can't tell you if somebody's harming him. It was done to him. Neither him or Jordan didn't ask for the abuse that they suffered and endured from this monster bus driver. Neither one of these children.
Yeah, and let's be clear. Let's clarify. Tainez has non-verbal severe autism. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so he is not able to articulate his emotions. He's not able to articulate what's going on, what happened to him, and has been happening to him at the hands of this bus driver. So not only did Christopher Ladistansky attack children, he attacked a child that could not possibly defend himself in any way, not in any fashion. He has no way of doing it. You have to do it, people. If you're listening, Tainez needs you right now. He needs his community to stand up for him. He can't. His mother can. His community can. Stand for this child, please. You have no good reason not to. Call off of work and sacrifice because it's the right thing to do. Yes, it will hurt if you live paycheck to paycheck. And you just never know what meeting God might lead you to get you a better job. Support this child. Support their family. He's non-verbal with severe autism, people. He cannot defend himself even through speech. This guy's a monster. Christopher Ladistansky is nothing more than an evil monster. He picked children, and he picked children that could not defend themselves in any way. Tora, I want you to know that, and I think you do. We're never going to back down. We got you and your family all the way. We're proud to be part of your family. We're proud to be part of your community. And the Bikers Against Child Abuse came out and spoke to her family and have been a part of their family. And what were some of the things that Baca did for you guys?
We're talking about the Bikers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, they came out. They were, oh my gosh, tremendously supportive, like you guys. They talked with us. They met with my son, Tainez. They met with my oldest son. I have a 16-year-old. They met with my kids. They were wonderful with him, asked us questions. They even were so nice and sweet. They got my kids some biker jackets with their names on it and pretty much adopted them into their little organization, which I thought was, just wonderful. They let us know that they were there to support us, support my son in any shape, form, or fashion. And it was just the love and the support that was so enormous. It's not about money or anything like that. That's not the issue at all. It's about the love and support because I am a single mom. And I do the best I can on a daily basis to raise my children. And I appreciate any support that I get. If it's just words, prayer is the biggest thing, but support, helps out a lot. Some kind words, whatever you can give me, I am very, very grateful for that, people, and very, 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 very welcoming of that.
And you know what? I want people to know this, too. I had told my wife and I, when all of this started, we had told you and Laura, the other mother, we had told both of you that you need to sue their pants off. That way, this will never happen again. Your children will always be protected. You can make sure that you have the ends and the means to reassure that nothing like this will ever happen again. And both of the families, if you guys are listening, both of the families, they couldn't care less about any dollars. These are their children, and they were enraged. They couldn't care less about anything else but seeing justice, period. End of story. And as things progressed, we really had to stay on them. Like, no. You guys really have to press a lawsuit here. You have to make sure that this doesn't happen again. That lawsuit will also help to set precedents for change in procedure. So even you sue for whatever, it helps to make sure that the community stays safe, because you can change what happens there, and you can use a court case as precedents to do it. And, if you just walk in, hey, we want things to change, it may not happen. If you walk in and say, hey, in accordance to the ruling in this court case, you guys need to change, or we'll start a campaign to make sure that everybody in Whitehall starts to homeschool and starts homeschooling programs, and the school won't even exist anymore. We'll just shut them down. And, the families didn't have a whole lot of interest in anything other than seeing justice and making sure that Christopher Lydistansky gets treated the way that he should, as the monster that he is. So I know, and when Baca came out, that was a product of Unite Ohio reaching out to the Ohio Patriot Bikers. The Ohio Patriot Bikers then gave us the contact information for Bikers Against Child Abuse. So once again, that shows how this whole community has decided to wrap their arms around your family and show you guys that, and for anybody who doesn't know this, we have every single demographic of human being represented in these groups. So if you guys all think this is a like a white thing or a black thing or something like this, you should know immediately that we probably represent 100 different countries between all of these people and couldn't give a damn one. We care that these children are protected, we care that our community picks itself up, and we care that we help and try to pick up the people that are productive parts of our society that have been done wrong. So before, if anybody wants to get on that, let's just go ahead and answer it now. This is our community picking itself up. It was a number of different organizations contacting each other to get in contact with the families to show them love. So again, we have Op Justice for Whitehall. We have Justice for Jordan and Tynez. We ask for your guys' support. And Toral, I know that Laura's little girl, Jordan, was having nightmares and things like this. And I know that Tynez has had behavioral issues since, and things have been exacerbated for you guys. And I'm hoping that things will continue to go in the direction that they have, where you guys will continue to get the help that you need. You know that you can always contact us. And I really appreciate you telling your story. That takes courage.
Yes, it does. And it's no problem. I'm glad that you guys, I'm honored and privileged and glad that you guys invited me to tell my story. My story is all over. Laura's story is as well. We just want the message out there that, we want justice. And the whole motive is we're not stopping until we get it. We don't care if we're going to go tooth and nail with them. They know this. They got a battle on their hands now, because you do not mess with these children, whether they're disabled or not. But he purposely targeted these two small children, okay? And the thing of it is that the monster that he is, for them to sit there, it's like they're condoning what he's doing. There's no justice served for this man, far as on their part, far as proper arrest. He needs to be in jail. He's not even in jail. He's walking around. That's another big, huge issue that bothers my spirit so much, besides what he's done to these children. I don't condone wrongdoing. I am so livid with the system, how they did not protect our kids, how they just sweeping things under the rug. But guess what? Sweeping days are over. We're not playing games with them. We mean business. Our attorney means business, and we're not stopping. And that's just what it's going to be. We're not going to stop till we see this monster put it behind bars. The system is properly changed, that all children are protected, again, at any means cost necessary.
It's absolutely correct. When this case is done, Unite Ohio will be looking over to the Solutions Institute to see what legislation we can put together and what's going to be best for the state of Ohio and our kids. We will write the bill, we will present it, and we will try to get every listener's support for it. So this, even when his sentencing is done, this isn't done. So that's what the state of Ohio has to look forward to.
Exactly.
That's right. All right. I really appreciate, you're allowed to call in whenever you want.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being so much of love and supportive. It's just like God sent you guys. You're just angels, and I love you guys. Laura loves you guys. I mean, it's just, her husband do too. It's just a lot of support from you guys and the bikers group and the community. I love all of you guys. You know, we just ask you to please pray for us and support us. You know, we need all the support we can get. We got to put this monster behind bars where he belongs, because he does not belong out here in society walking around. He does not deserve that. He deserves to be put behind bars for the rest of his days. The system is going to have to change. They have no choice but to change, because we're not going to stop till they do that as well. But I want to thank you guys for everything that you've been doing for us, has been doing, and helping us. It's just wonderful and good to know, and it's a peace of mind to know that you guys are there in so much every way support. We love you for that so much. I couldn't ask for better people, better community. I love you guys so much. Miss Laura, I can speak on her behalf and her husband's behalf, Fred. We just really do love you guys. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Well, we love you guys too, man. We love, you know, the fact that you've allowed us into your lives and trusted us and given us the opportunity for us to be able to come together. And it means so much to so many people. And we love you. We love your strength. We love, you know, how it is you've decided to raise your family and be a productive part of society and stand with us. And you know, you're absolutely right. We can't stand the fact that he's out walking around all these holidays and everything. But, you know, we're going to continue to make him famous. So wherever he goes, everyone will know who he is and what he's not.
And I'm going to say this as well before I go. God has the last say, so this is all put into God's hands. And I know, and Laura knows, and Fred knows he's going to work it out in our favor, in his children's favor. That's the most important thing, in his children's favor. Okay, we are their advocates. We speak for our children. Okay, and, you know, just know that justice does prevail, and it will prevail.
Absolutely right, especially with us, man. We're not going to settle for anything less.
Oh, no, not at all. We don't back down. We keep fighting to the end.
That's right. That's right. You guys heard it, folks. Thank you, Miss Knight. We love you so much. And like I said, yeah, you're welcome to call in anytime you want.
Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy, I tell you what, they talk about Mama Bear, don't they? You don't mess with her cubs. That is a woman I would have never chosen to trifle with, ever in my life, ever, period. I freaking love Toro Knight, man. I love that woman. I love her. I love those families. Incredible people. You want to talk about strong? That's what Ohio's about. You want to talk about resilient? That's what an American is. You want to talk about we don't have any quit in us? That's why you're listening to Diametric Opposition. That's why you're here today, because it reflects part of you. And what you just heard is a real story with a real court case, both of those that you heard today. And that's as real as it gets. This is what's going on in your community. Are you going to be part of it? Are you going to be on the positive side? Because you have a choice. And whether you want to recognize it or not, you also have a responsibility. So, man. Whew. We're going to have to take a break, folks. Tell you what, today's been a humdinger. The old humdinger. Yeah, I'm going to find a little bit of music and play that for you when we come back. You're on the Right Side Media Network, listening to Diametric Opposition. We got Sassy Chicks New and Rustic Trading Post. You want to check them out? We got Christmas coming around. You can purchase things from a small business. It does help. So we'll be back. We're going to take a small break, and we'll finish out the day, finish out the show. Let me know what you think on our chat. All right, guys. Coming back at you shortly.